All right, thanks, Damon.
Well, Utah American Idol favorite David Archuleta sang The Long and Winding Road by the Beatles last night.
Yeah, this time he remembered the words, and the judges loved it. Listen in.
David Archuleta has brought the hotness back to his game tonight.
And the fact that you can rise above adversity, come back strong, that challenge doesn't build character, it reveals your character.
It is so important that A, you sell a song, and B, that you remember a performance. And that was a masterclass.
All right, everybody clapping their hands for David Archuleta. Joining us this morning is Dean Kaelin, David's voice coach. And, you know, he forgot the words last time, but he turned it around, did great. I mean, he had the potential of falling off altogether. What do you think saved them?
Well, there were 3 reasons why he did well last night. First of all, he had time to prepare, and he was very prepared. Second of all, he had in-ear monitors. He was so excited about the fact that he could finally hear himself. That was his big complaint all along. Even in the first stage, he said, I just can't hear myself. And when they got to the new stage, that really kind of freaked him out, because that dress rehearsal they had just before the show, he said, I couldn't hear myself at all. I couldn't tell if I was in tune or not. And so it made him very nervous, and he was kind of worried about that. So that's kind of why he forgot the words. But yesterday they put those in-ear monitors in. I don't know if people could see that, sticking in his ear. But he said it was great. He could hear himself, so it gave him some confidence. And then thirdly, his strep throat's gone, and his cold's pretty much gone. And so he's about at 98%. His voice is sounding good. We had a great warm-up yesterday, and I think he's ready to go. I think he'll take off now, and I think maybe having that down week maybe in the long run help him a little bit as well.
Did you get nervous, though, when you were watching last night? Did you think, because, you know, that's always scary when you have something like that. He even talked about that, having a flub in front of, 30 million viewers. How do you recover from that?
No, I actually wasn't nervous, because I'd warmed him up earlier in the day, and he sounded great. And I'd heard a report that the dress rehearsal went really, really well. So we had a lot of confidence that he'd come out and nail it. And obviously they loved it, so that was great for him.
You know what, he's Utah's favorite idol, clearly, because he's got Murray ties. But why do you think the rest of the country loves him so much, too? What is it about David?
Well, once you mention that, first of all, I did mention to him in our warm-up yesterday that Murray High was having a special thing for him. And I said, if you get a chance on the air, why don't you give a shout-out to all the people at Murray High? And obviously it didn't work out, but he did want people to know he really appreciated the support, was honored. He always kind of giggles, thinking that people think he's that big a deal. But I really think that he's just such a genuine, honest, nice kid. And he really is very real. Plus, he sings great, too. And it seems like it's brought out, you hear so many bad things about teenagers and everything that they're doing. And you see this great kid, nice kid, humble kid. And I think it just really attracts people. Plus, he sings great.
Yeah, he does sing great. In fact, he was the only one that really got, kind words, at least by Simon last night. So he definitely stood out. What's that going to do for his confidence from here on out?
Oh, I think even when he was sick, he was still singing well. And now that he can hear himself, I think he's very excited. And like I said, when you put David on stage, it's just like flipping a switch somehow. It's just amazing. He just kind of comes to life. He believes in the song. He sings the song. He lives the song. And I think that's what people feel.
Hey, Dean, quickly, the earpiece, though. Paula mentioned that last night. She said some of the contestants aren't familiar with that. But for David, he is. He's used to singing that way.
He'd never used it before, like yesterday. I think maybe he got to try it out Monday. But he was just so excited to hear himself. And he has been in the studio and gotten used to headphones. So that's very similar. But he just loved that he could hear himself. Usually when he came out, all the girls screamed and he couldn't hear himself. And it kind of freaked him out. So it's just
Well, he better get used to girls screaming.
Yeah, I know.
Dean, thanks for coming in.
You bet.